World War II Secrets. World War II, a conflict that reshaped our world, is a story we think we know. We've heard about the major battles, the famous leaders, and the ultimate outcome. But beneath this well-known history lies a shadow world, a realm of secrets so bizarre, so audacious, and so chilling, they sound like they've been ripped from the pages of a spy thriller. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on some of World War II's most incredible hidden stories. From phantom armies to ghost ships and top-secret spy networks run by ordinary people, get ready to see the war as you've never seen it before. Let's start with a story of deception on a truly epic scale: Operation Mincemeat. In 1943, the Allies were planning to invade Sicily, a crucial stepping stone into mainland Europe. The problem was, the Germans knew it. To have any chance of success, the Allies had to convince the Axis powers they were going to attack somewhere else entirely, specifically Greece and Sardinia. How did they do it? With a dead body. British intelligence agents took the body of a homeless man, gave him a new identity as Major William Martin of the Royal Marines, and filled his pockets with fake personal letters and, most importantly, falsified top-secret documents outlining the real invasion plans for Greece. They then set the body adrift off the coast of Spain, knowing it would be found by pro-German Spanish officials. The ruse worked perfectly. The Germans swallowed the bait, diverting their forces to Greece, leaving Sicily lightly defended. The subsequent Allied invasion was a massive success. All thanks to a man who never was. It was a macabre, genius plan that saved thousands of lives and shortened the war. But deception wasn't just about fake invasions. Sometimes, it involved creating entire phantom armies. Enter the Ghost Army, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. This was a unique American unit of about 1,100 men, comprised of artists, sound engineers, actors, and designers. Their mission? To impersonate other, much larger U.S. Army units to deceive the enemy. They were masters of illusion. They would roll into an area close to the front lines and set up a whole charade. They had a collection of inflatable rubber tanks, cannons, and airplanes that looked shockingly real from the air. They would use powerful speakers to blast the sounds of troop movements, construction, and armored columns, creating the auditory illusion of a massive force. They even sent actors dressed as generals into local towns to spread false information. This small group of creatives could impersonate a force of 30,000 men, drawing enemy divisions away from real Allied targets. They were so effective, and their work so secret, that their existence wasn't declassified until 1996. These were soldiers whose weapons were imagination and creativity, while the Allies were mastering deception. The Axis powers were delving into far darker territory. The world has heard of the horrific medical experiments conducted in concentration camps, but less known is the extent of the Nazi Party's obsession with bizarre, pseudo-scientific projects. One of the most ambitious was the development of so-called Wunderwaffen, or wonder weapons. We know about the V-2 rocket and the first jet fighters, but Nazi engineers were also working on concepts that were pure science fiction. Take the Sun Gun, for example. This was a theoretical orbital weapon, a giant mirror in space designed to concentrate the sun's rays onto a single point on Earth, capable of boiling oceans or incinerating entire cities. While it never left the drawing board, the detailed technical plans showed just how seriously they considered it. They also explored creating super soldiers through experimental stimulants like DX, a cocktail of cocaine, and other powerful drugs designed to allow soldiers to march for days without rest. These projects reveal a desperate and twisted mindset, a belief that technology, no matter how outlandish, could secure their victory. Now let's move from the battlefield to the home front, where one of the most effective and unlikely spy rings was operating right under the noses of the occupying forces in France. This was the work of Virginia Hall, an American woman who had been rejected by the U.S. Foreign Service because she had a prosthetic leg, which she nicknamed Cuthbert. And deterred, she joined Britain's Special Operations Executive and was sent into occupied France. Known to the Gestapo as the Limping Lady, she became one of their most wanted targets. Virginia was a master of disguise and organization. She built a vast network of resistance fighters, organized supply drops, and coordinated sabotage missions. She arranged jailbreaks for captured agents and transmitted crucial intelligence back to London. When the situation in one part of France became too dangerous, she escaped by trekking over the treacherous Pyrenees Mountains into Spain, a grueling journey for anyone, let alone someone with a prosthetic leg. She later returned to France with the American OSS to continue her work, proving that courage and determination are far more powerful than any physical limitation. Amidst the grand strategies and secret missions, there are some mysteries from the war that remain unsolved to this day, haunting echoes from the past. One of the most famous is the disappearance of the blimp L8 in 1942 on a routine anti-submarine patrol off the coast of California. The blimp and its two-man crew simply vanished from radio contact. Hours later, the blimp drifted back to shore and crashed in the middle of a street in Daly City. Rescuers rushed to the scene, expecting to find injured crewmen, but when they got inside, the gondola was empty, the parachutes were still in place, the life raft was untouched. Classified briefcase was secure. There were no signs of a struggle. The crew, Lieutenant Ernest Cody and Ensign Charles Adams, were gone. Despite one of the most extensive naval search and rescue operations of the war, not a single trace of the two men was ever found. What happened to them? Did one of them fall out, and the other fell trying to save him? Were they somehow captured by an enemy submarine? To this day, the fate of the L8's crew is a complete mystery. Another enduring puzzle is the legend of the Nazi gold train. As the Soviet Red Army closed in from the east in the final days of the war, the story goes that the Nazis loaded a train with tons of gold jewels and priceless art stolen from across Europe and sent it from Rockwell, Poland into a secret network of tunnels built by prisoners in the Ural Mountains. The train entered a tunnel and was never seen again. The entrance was supposedly blown up, sealing the treasure inside. For decades, this story was dismissed as a local myth. But in 2015, two amateur treasure hunters claimed they had found the train using ground-penetrating radar, sparking a global media frenzy. The Polish military even secured the area and began an official excavation. However, after extensive digging, they found nothing. Was the story just a legend, a piece of folklore born from the chaos of war? Or is the train still out there, hidden deep within a mountain, waiting to be discovered? The truth, like the train itself, remains buried. These stories are more than just historical footnotes. They show us that war is not just fought on the battlefield with tanks and planes, it's fought in the shadows with codes and whispers, with bluffs and illusions. It's fought by ordinary people who rise to do extraordinary things. And it leaves behind mysteries that continue to captivate and puzzle us. From a phantom army of artists to a limping lady who outsmarted the Gestapo, the secret history of World War II is a powerful reminder of human ingenuity, incredible bravery, and the enduring power of a good secret. The more we dig, the more we realize how much we still have to learn. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the hidden corners of history. If you enjoyed this look into the secrets of WWI, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the past. Let me know in the comments which one of these stories surprised you the most. We'll see you in the next video.